Hi guys, it's Alexa from Alexa Loves Books and happy June! It is the 1st of June today and I am filming my monthly recap because I totally forgot in all the BEA excitement. I actually just came home from celebrating the Philippine Independence Day here in New York with my sister, but I thought I would, keep my hat on and chat with you guys a little bit about my May. It was a pretty good month overall. There were a few cold days, but overall it's been really sunny and nice in New York, and I'm so excited about that. I obviously was able to do two big events that I really loved, and that was go to a signing with Emery Lord and a few other YA authors, and to go to BEA, which was amazing! I will be doing another video about that, and that will come soon, but this is just the recap, so I will just leave it at it was amazing to see everyone, bloggers, authors, publishers alike, and it was just a fun experience, even though it was also really tiring, and I'm pretty sure that tonight I will collapse happily into my bed, as you can see. Okay, so as usual, let me give you a rundown of my top reads in May. My first top read is actually an adult historical romance by one of my favorite authors, so it should be no surprise that it's on this list. It's Dreaming of You by Lisa Kleypas. I had not read this book yet, so I didn't know who Derek Craven was, okay? And Sharon and Raquel both told me that I needed to know who he was, and now that I do, I'm like, okay, I totally get all the love for him. I really love the book, I enjoyed it a lot, as usual. Lisa Kleypas always manages to write a romance that, gets to my heart. Second of the books that I read in May that I would put in my top reads, it's Sorta Like a Rock Star by Matthew Quick. That one was recommended to me by Estelle, and I'm really glad I wound up buying it. What I loved best about it was that it was such a hopeful story, and I think that even though it took me a little while to get used to the way it was written and the way that the main character thinks, I love stories that make me feel hopeful and positive. Okay, third is also a recommendation from Estelle, and it's Only Everything by Kieran Scott. I am a sucker for stories that have a Greek mythology twist, and this was definitely one of them. I loved Kieran's take on Cupid. I loved the couple that Cupid, her name is True, in the story, had to put together, and I'm super excited for the next installment in this series, which is coming out later this year. My fourth book would be If You Find Me by Emily Murdoch, a book that I got from my friend Judith of Paper Riot. And oh my goodness, I was super nervous to read it because I know Judith loved it so much, but I shouldn't have been because it really was an incredibly moving read. I was reading it and I had parts that were, I was tearing up on the subway and everything, and I loved that was about family and about finding your place and about about adjusting to a life that's so different from what your reality used to be. It's a beautiful, beautiful story, and I'm so glad that Judith kind of pushed it on me and made me read it. So thank you for that, Judith. And last but not least, it's another favorite author. I really liked Take Me On by Katie McGarry. Yes, it's a little long, and yes, there's a lot of drama in it, but then I kind of expect that in her books. The romance was pretty cute too, but I think my favorite thing about that book is the fact that West is the main guy character. He is the kind of guy that partly irritates me and also partly, it makes me laugh and makes me smile, so I was really happy reading his scenes. I also liked seeing a few familiar faces pop up here and there in that story. It still hasn't eclipsed Dare You 2 as my favorite because Ryan Stone, but West is fast competing, or well, right now he's competing with Noah for second place, so love it. You should probably read it. Okay, so I kind of was awful in May and did not read anything that was on my what I will be reading in May list, so I'm just gonna do the list for June. So let me say this all over again. Okay. I said I was going to read Just One Year by Gail Forman, which I really want to do, especially now that the novella Just One Night is out, so I'm just going to binge read that whole thing. And then I also said I was going to read What I Thought Was True by Huntley Fitzpatrick. I will be reading it, especially now that the weather's warmer. I was also going to read Ignite Me by Tara Mafi. It'll happen, guys. A Mad Wicked Folly by Sharon Biggs Waller, and Taken by Erin Bowman. All books that I actually own and are on my shelves, and I should probably get around to reading, so that's gonna happen. Happy June! I hope everyone has a good month and has had a good May. I'm really excited because there are a few things coming up for me, but I think right now, off the top of my head, the most exciting thing that will be happening this June is that I get to see OneRepublic and The Script in concert. Woo! It's at the end of the month, but it's gonna be really, really fun because I love them both. So, and I get to go with my sister again, so yay! So here's to summer coming, here's to summer reads coming, and well, happy June! Bye guys!